All right, Ariana, are you in the middle of doing your big one? We're backstage at the reunion.
Backstage, I haven't started the part with the Islanders yet, but we have been filming all day doing lots of other fun things that you'll see.
You are used to being in a different kind of chair at reunion. So, what's something you've learned in going through the reunions you've gone through that you're going to apply today as the Andy Cohen?
So when I saw Andy recently at Watch What Happens Live, we were talking backstage and I was telling him how excited I was to be basically in his position and asking him advice. And he did say that there were things that, me going through it on that side would help. And I think that some of that is just encouraging the Islanders to say how they feel, regardless of how they think maybe the audience will feel, and to be very open-minded and non-biased. I feel like, of course I have my own personal opinions on everything, but I think it's my job to just show up, ask all the questions, maybe stoke the fire a little bit.
What's maybe the one topic or question you're a little bit nervous to get into, but you have to go there because the fans and maybe even the Islanders are going to want to know that answer?
I'm a little bit nervous about us getting into the Andrea dumping conversation because I know that is touchy it's a hot topic for the Islanders and a hot topic for the audience.
This was unanimous. This was a group decision. We all decided on this together. The girl we have decided to dump from the island is Andrea.
There'll be something really never before seen or done at a Love Island reunion with that. I'll just say that.
Okay. Yeah, there's been some teases that maybe the producers are going back in and looking at the footage and are going to show us some unseen moments to prove what actually happened there so we can squash the he said, she said of it all.
I think that's what we're here to do today is squash all he said, she said type situations. So I think that right there is going to be something that we'll be talking about. But aside from that, we're just going to have a lot of fun stuff, I think, that we're going to be looking at today.
Do you think that Andrea needs to be maybe a little bit scared of PPG?
I mean, I hope she's not scared. I think that maybe today is an opportunity for everyone to come together and celebrate what an amazing, successful season that they all created. I would love to think that everyone will be friends after today. This is me maybe being wishful thinking. Maybe I'm a little delulu, but I hope no one's scared.
Hopefully everybody's very demure, very mindful, very cutesy.
Considerate.
On the flip side, is there anything that maybe you're not nervous, but you're actually excited to get into with this crew all back together? And are we going to get to hear from everybody? Because there are murmurs that maybe some people are not going to be there.
There's a lot of people here. So we're going to be able to see and talk to a very good number of cast members. And I'm excited just to see where all of these couples are at. I'm very curious to see and talk about who's been hanging out since they left the island that maybe wasn't hanging out while they were there. I've seen some Hannah, Josiah stuff online, things like that. I'm very curious about what happened with Cassidy and Con. I want to know all of that stuff as well.
And Liv and Harrison flew in together and they looked very...
I think they would make a cute couple.
And I mean, they have the benefit of the location being similar.
They're not that long distance.
There is a lot of speculation about what has unfolded, especially with some of our final couples, Kendall and Nicole and Kayla and Aaron, of course, being top of mind. Of all the headlines that have come out or the murmurs that have come out since you guys wrapped in Fiji, what surprised you the most?
I guess I don't know that that I've been surprised. But I am very curious, obviously I want to know all the answers. So, I've seen Kayla posting TikToks about with single songs and things like that, but I want to know what's the real story. And I want to ask her about that because I also saw pictures of her and Aaron kind of hanging out in the same places in New York this week. So I'm very what is going on, you know? And there's a lot of open-endedness in terms of, I don't know what the status of Kendall and Nicole is. And so these are all things that I really want to get to the bottom of today.
And maybe you can ask Connor about your girl Katie, because I have questions about that. So that's my wish for you on that stage. I want to know the truth of that Laurel Cavern date. All right, my last question for you. PPG is having a major moment post-show, and they've credited you with keeping them sane and giving them girl power.
That's our girl.
I
follows us on
love
Instagram.
her. No, like she's amazing.
She's amazing.
So beautiful, so kind, such a ride or die
Yeah.
for women.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And obviously in Love Island, we need that as a host. Like, you know, we need another woman in power. So she's amazing.
What's the advice you have for them as they navigate the wild world of reality television fame?
I would say hold on tight to each other and have fun and go out and meet all these fans, but also make sure you keep a piece of your life for yourself as well so that you can keep your peace. And maybe that piece is on Leah's farm in Calabasas, but to be able to keep that part of your life as well so that when everything is super crazy, you have a place to go back to that feels calm and feels safe.
Well, there we go. Go get the answers that you want to know, that the world wants to know, that those Islanders want to know, and then I hope they get your butt back to Fiji for Love Island games, because I would like to see you take over as host. That's all.
I would love to too.
All right, and maybe also go get some sleep.
Oh my God, yes, please.